Welcome back. It's time for some Fox feedback. A few weeks ago, we post a lot, and sometimes I forget what I post.
No.
I know, right? I'm like, well, I was at home one day thinking about, we do a lot of music games on the show. So I was thinking, like, I'm wondering our viewers, like, what decade of music do they like? What genre? What songs? I mean...
And I'll bet you got lots of variety in there.
We got a lot of variety, but I will say there's one I think that kind of stood out. So we posted this, what is your favorite decade of music, and who are your favorite artists of that decade? So let's just get some of theirs. I'll ask you at the end, so be thinking.
All righty.
Okay, so let's start with Lillian Marie Davis, who said 70s and early 80s, love Neil Diamond, Gordon Lightfoot, Creedence Clearwater Revival, which is CCR, which I've learned.
Yes.
And did I mention Neil Diamond? Yes, I did. Yeah, you did. Lillian, I love that. Neil Diamond is good, though. He's classic. Who doesn't love Neil? Gary Bogle said, not a decade, but a 12-year period. He's very specific. I like him already. From 1968 to 1980, basically from the release of the band's Music from the Big Pink to AC/DC's Back in Black, bands like those two, along with Aerosmith, Eagles, Steppenwolf, is that how you say it? Steppenwolf?
Steppenwolf.
Rush, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Led Zeppelin, Allman Brothers, Foghat, Journey, Styx, Kansas, Foreigner, Uriah Heep, James Gang, Queen, ZZ Top, Bad Company, Doobie Brothers, Black Sabbath, CCR, Deep Purple. He is so specific. I love him. I could go on all day. Anyway, there you got it.
That's my brother's
Wow.
playlist right there.
Is it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say, I think that was the trend, was those 70s rock.
Definitely.
70s, early 80s, you know. Great decade of music. Lori Macy said the 80s, Duran Duran was my absolute favorite, but there are just so many great songs, artists from the 80s, you could just sit and listen to all day. I do love some 80s.
Yeah, by the time I was the 80s, that's when I started developing the country love.
Oh, really? We're going to have to dive deep into that and maybe do some Ozarks Fox Game therapy to figure out what pushed you into the country genre.
Right.
You know, just to see, was there a tipping point? What happened? I don't know. Let's see. Annette Smith said, the 80s, I loved listening to the Bangles' Walk Like an Egyptian. That's a fun song. Walk like an Egyptian.
Do the dance with it.
Yes, we did that, yeah, as kids. Sherry Coffey said, I have two favorites, Elvis, and in the 90s till now, Elvis, 90s until now, of course, Garth Brooks, he's my absolute favorite.
Okay, Sherry, I'm right there with you. That's my love.
Julie, you've hit the nerve with Julie now.
Yes, absolutely a diehard Garth Brooks fan.
Like from the beginning?
From the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Favorite song, go.
Standing Outside the Fire.
Standing outside the fire. Bum, bum. I'm no Garth Brooks, okay. Carol Bagwell Roll said, I love the 60s and 70s. The Beatles are my favorite. I have said so many times on the show I love the Beatles as well. Let's just get to Judy while we're there. Judy Shulman Willis said there's no other decade of music than the 70s. I know you kind of agree with that as well.
I do.
You love those 70s. I was going to say I didn't love the Beatles as much as I do until I did a whole Beatles show on the cruise ship I worked on. We did a whole Beatles tribute show. And then I really fell in love with the music.
That's where you fell in love with the music.
Yes. Baby, I guess you know it's true. Oh, good music. Do you like the Beatles?
I do like the Beatles.
I'm kind of worried if somebody says they don't like the Beatles.
Yeah, you have to question.
Yeah. They have such a wide variety.
Yeah.
A spectrum, if you will, of music, which is fantastic.
Right.
Let's see, where are we at now? Let's see. Doobie Brothers. Michael Humphrey. 70s, 80s, love disco and old school rap. Sugar Hill Gang, Peaches and... Is it Herb?
Herb.
Herb. Thank you. I'm around some English people sometimes. I say Herb.
Herb.
Yeah. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Oh, I do love me some Casey.
I used to listen to them all the time.
Oh, they're good. Linda Carpenter said 70s, Journey, Doobie Brothers, Casey. Oh, another Casey and the Sunshine Band. I do love that. I just remember my dad had a blue Corvette and he'd...
There's their signature song.
I'm trying to remember my chord.
That's the way.
I love it. Let's see. It's hard not to dance and sing to this when you hear that. Oh, I love this song so much. Okay, let's see. Susan Combs Rackley said definitely the 80s. Too many good ones to narrow it down to just pick just one favorite. So they sure don't make music like that anymore. The 80s. Big hair, neon colors. The 80s. Diane Scarlett Johnson said 80s and 90s. Ruth Armstrong says the 80s music, my favorite was Tony Basil and Culture Club. I'm trying to remember a Tony Basil. Oh, Mickey, You're So Fine. Oh, Mickey, You're So
okay.
Fine. That's Tony. There we go. I knew the name. I just couldn't place.
Yeah, I didn't know the name, but I know the song.
I know that song. There we go. Teresa Gibson Gardner said, 80s, there were just too many to name. What a great decade of artists. When I think of 80s, who do you think of when you think of 80s?
See, by 80s, I was Alabama.
Oh, you were the country.
Yeah, I kind of, I started off with like the teeny boppers, the Donny Osmonds and the Sean Cassidys, and graduated.
And then who was your first country love that turned you onto country music?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Who sings Elvira?
Oak Ridge Boys.
Oak Ridge. Okay. Now, as a kid, with my parents in the car, they would listen to Elvira, and my brothers and I used to love that. Giddy up,
That's another one of those. How can you not sing along with that part of it?
It's so good. Okay, so now 30 seconds left. What's your favorite decade of music?
Decade of music would probably be the 70s.
Okay.
Wide variety of things I used to love. I was weird because I liked like a specific album. Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell album, or Bob Seger's, just certain ones.
That's good, and I know you love country music. I would have to pick late 90s, early 2000s. I just love that music. But anyway. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM after this. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.